schooling system, now we have people that are like, oh, but you shouldn't be teaching my children this, and, you know, I pay taxes, this and that, or I pay you to teach my children a certain... If that's the case, then let's go back to homeschooling them.
Yeah, but that becomes problematic because the average home does not have the significant amount of education to teach the child in a quote-unquote proper or healthy way. So the public school system or charter school systems also kind of instill this kind of expectation that, oh, if my child goes to school, they're going to learn what they need to learn. They're going to become smart and they're going to become successful. But we're not seeing that the information, yes, makes you successful, but only within one system. And this one system is America. It's a third Western culture philosophy, right? So like the school systems reflect this. They have to, because shareholders, large family corporations dictate on boards what can and what cannot be, what's good and what's bad. They're on several different boards and advisement committees and all this. They're dictating what is good and what is not. And, you know, poor people are not doing that. They're not coming together to form committees, and they're not protesting against the Board of Ed to say, my child needs to learn more African history, more Caribbean history, more, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like these are part of them. You know what I mean? Like, why can't they learn more about them? But we also have to consider too, is public education really the space where one person can go really learn about their history and their culture and their origins? Or is public school the space where you come to learn about general universal things? Like 1 + 1 = 2. You know, this is left, this is right, this is up, this is down. But when you start implementing how and what you are not teaching and what you are teaching, that's a biased curriculum, right? But we don't question it because even the parents themselves more than likely don't know any better, right? Some of us, we use the investment from the capitalists through a scholarship or FAFSA to get education, to then in return start developing ourselves in such a way that we break free from what was going on, what was being perpetuated. Yeah. So even when we take this investment piece, like a scholarship or a FAFSA, and we go to seek higher education to help improve and better ourselves and redevelop our spiritual selves and knowledge, we then turn around and we continue to like embody what we learn, most of us, right? And when we do that, by default, we become outcasts, different, wrong sometimes. We don't blend in as much. We lose friends because it's also part of this idea that we're becoming less and less a part of the system. And when you become less and less a part of the system, meaning you're not agreeing with whether Columbus was the one that founded America, whether, you know, X, Y, and Z, you know, once you break away from that, you become the odd person out. You're now in a queer space where you're opposing the status quo. The status quo dictates the system, therefore you're against the very system they designed with their intentions and their profits.
You're other now.
Of course. And what does it mean to be other? You're a bad investment. When FAFSA realizes what I'm using their money for, I'm a terrible ROI, return on investment. They're not going to get the profit that they wanted because I'm giving out for free to the people that need it resources. That's not what they planned for. They wanted me to do something like hop on the fucking mouse wheel and get into the economy and become a capitalist like them and measure my success how they measure their success.
And guess what? You then take that on back to your country. And what happens? Your country forgets who the hell they were.
Because they're too busy trying to keep up.
Capitalism continues to expand.
Right, because they're trying to keep up with the Joneses, and the Joneses are the capitalists.